Back on. Wardrobe Beginner's Corner. October 24th, 2025. I got to get back to this thing. I think I have to take some turns off of here to get in the higher frequencies. I think I think I could just come up to the bottom of the FM. This stuff is fiddlish. It's not working. This would be the pentode. This is the oscillator, the triode side of the tube. So I can remember. The oscillator side does work, but I think the frequency is a little low for FM radio. So I'm color testing my camera. Great song. Great drinking song. Mr. Big Stuff. Good record to listen to before you gotta stumble home. Here's one. Keep you safe. Through our upcoming beast. These are one of those new Fandango records. One of these things. I seen there's a chip in it or something. Somebody hit it with a BB gun or something someplace. Where was it? I can't remember where, if it was on the gold or the red side. Right here, I think. There, right there. Somebody hit it with a BB gun. Something. Okay, I gotta put this record back away and get into this. This is the Philco 46-1203. And I got a little more added in there, whatever that is. 122. Back on, I think, here. Oh, shit, I think I'm recording vertically up. Let me see if I can smack my phone and... Shit. I think I'm recording vertically up. I hate that. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, up is down and down is up, as our last administration taught us. Everything is messed up. Okay, I had to do this because I had to verify things because my I had to go through and verify this stuff. Otherwise, I do stupid things like this when I'm adding stuff. You never want to stroke. If you want to, you never want to stroke. Here's my homework. Figuring out this stuff. So I made a mistake. I didn't want to make a mistake on this stuff. So if I did this, what I got figured out here is so I'm recording vertically up, which really sucks. I'm not going to start it over. This is this resistor block thing. I notice I can just twist this thing and pull it off. I should probably do that. So the wires come in here. We got a brown wire, yellow, and a white. So I think brown wire comes and completes your circuit here. It's not a lot of ohms, you know. And then I think there's another resistor, or I mean, yeah, another resistor coming to complete this voltage doubler bit, I guess. And this thing here, I didn't draw it in at first, but I stumbled into it. I think that's something inside here. I got ohms on that, I think. Yeah, 512 ohms across that. I pulled the one tube out and this light out when I was checking some things. Right now they got this side to be neutral with, I think, this capacitor and also this capacitor, I'm thinking. Slow down. This capacitor and this capacitor. This is a 0.2 and this is a, I don't know, this may be have a positive and negative. The other one, where is it? This one I'm going to test. I got it set up to test. It's a 15 microfarads at 150 volts. That's this one. Hooks up to the positive, hooks up to the cathode. I don't understand why my plate is going to ground. That blows my mind, but I don't know, understand how everything works. I'm looking at that pin over here, wherever it was. I can't even remember. It was on last night's menu. But anyways, this has to be tested. So I'll use this as minus and this as the positive. And we'll try to figure this out. So right now I'm on for, I think I already switched it for 0.1 to 50 microfarads. So let's just see what happens here. I think I already switched it up. This should be all the way down. This thing I put up about there because I don't have a clue what it does. But one time I noticed it was shading different, so we'll just see what happens here. Okay, that's point. What is that? Where am I? 0.1 to 50, and it's opening up way down here. Let's tell me it's like a 0.1. Let's go down to here. 0.00 something to point. See what the microfarads are here. Nothing. This is no go. Opens up there at, what is it on? I think it's on 0.1 to 50. Yeah, definitely is 0.1 to 50. So if I'm all the way down here, that's 0.1. It's supposed to be 15 microfarads at 150 volts. So okay. So that says it's open, I guess. Okay, go up here all the way to the end, electrolytics. Now, this is worth 150 volts, so right here. I'm gonna blast it. Fireworks. There's not enough amperage in there to do anything, I don't think. 150 volts right there, so it looks good on the Appy hat, but I think it's open. I don't get no B plus. I got about 15, 20 volts or something. Then when the audio output tube started warming up, and then it went away. So I think this mystery box here, I think I got a wire coming from brown to yellow, then another one from brown to this one for the voltage doubler stuff. My AC, 110 volts of the day coming in. And I noticed somebody went to a 50L6 here watching their video. So, so I'm going to put a 47 there and a 22 there, I guess. I got a Nichicon for a 22 Nichicon I'm going to put there. This one I haven't found something decent yet, but I got to dig through my stuff. I have too many things not really organized. Oh, I got to check this capacitor. So this is the 40 and 10. I would like to pull this stuff out, drill a bunch of holes in here. What I do is I wrap some tape around this, packing tape, upside down, sticky side out, and then I wrap some stuff around the other way to get rid of the sticky stuff, and I go around it a few times. I drill a bunch of holes around the outside to get into this. That stuff seems to like come down like this far. It goes a long ways, I think, that some of this stuff. And then I'll drill my drill bits down as far as I can, all the way around the edge, and try to keep it, make sure it doesn't drift. This stuff is funny stuff. It can drift. Your drill bits can drift. I don't have a drill press or nothing anymore, so I just hold it by hand and hold it with my fingers like this, and I'll cut these wires off, and I'll have it on a 2x4 with some with a t-shirt wrapped around it. And I'll just hold it like this and do it. And I'll do this side. But so right now, and I do have one of these phonographs coming. It's today's Friday, the 24th. It's photograph is supposed to be here tomorrow. I was going to suggest to put a bunch of plastic bags in a turntable part, but the last time when I suggested something to people, to a person, they got mad at me and wouldn't sell me the item, because I suggested I suggested snugging up on those 2 bolts that hold the turntable taunt, and instead of putting tape on the tone arm, put a bunch of plastic bags in there, or crumble up a lot of newspapers and put in there, and make sure everything's taunt. No, they got mad at me, didn't want my suggestions. They've been selling stuff for many, many years, and okay, because I had a Bakelite one come to me, a real nice one, busted to crap. I still have the chassis and stuff from it. I should have kept it. I probably could have repaired it, but the part that broke is the part that really, bared the weight of everything. So I'm hooking this up to the orange. Hooking it up to the orange, which is the 40. Okay. I got voltage here too, so I could have got a shock, but that's okay. I've had plenty of shocks. This is on electrolytic. Okay, we'll bring it up. It's worth what, 200 volts right there. Am I gonna get a shock? So 200 volts, approximately. So obviously let's call it good at lesser than 50 volts. This is the 10 microfarads. If it's on there, yeah, I guess so. 10 microfarads. Again, I think I'm recording vertically up, and I hate that. I should have did it over, but the hell with it. Up is down, down is up. Guys can get pregnant. According to our last administration, the Biden-Obama administration. Okay, well, this one's worth up to over 200 volts, I guess. No, it ain't. Right there. Anyways, this video is going to be taken down because of what I'm saying. Because the truth is, our president was saying that stuff. Our administration was saying everything I just said. They said it. I'm just a repeater. You can repeat. Okay, it's okay. So we'll try to take care of that. No, I'm just repeating what our past administration said. That's what they were saying. So this is what I figured out for the voltage doubler bit. I guess it's a voltage doubler. I don't understand what I have here. I got all these correct. That's why I had that bit going on with the other paper. I don't want to make 100 mistakes on here. Brown, I figure, is right here. It's going to come to take care of the resistance for these. And then another resistor up to there, I think. I will pull it apart. This here I'm just assuming that's probably a wire wound resistor. I just made it look like a, I should have put some lines across for a trap, but iron trap, but I don't know what's really in here. Just could be a wire wound resistor. I don't know. The wires come out here, this red and yellow. This one here, I don't know. That's this one here. Where'd it go? Where the hell did I put it? I'm at the 1682 desk, which is the frequency to align these two. Where the hell did that capacitor go? It's lost. It's gone. Here it is. So this one does have a positive on it. This one I'm going to try to pull apart if I can. What I do is I have this little vise. I think it's a jeweler's vise or something. And I put it up real close and I hold out with two hands and pull as hard as I can. I pop these things apart like that. So I like to restuff this one, and then that goes back in here. And this other, no, this is the one that goes down in here. But there's two capacitors down here that's got to be replaced first. So I do have one of these phonographs coming tomorrow, Saturday, the 25th, I guess. That's it. I'm going to pull this thing apart. I'm going to twist that and see if I can pull it apart. And because this, if there is a resistor like here to here for these filaments, it's got to be increased regardless, because we are, even though when the tubes light up, they light up real mildly, slowly, like, you know, it's not like they come up bright and quickly. They come up slowly but surely. This lit up, it's mellowy. I moved this away from the front panel thing because I don't want it to overheat. I think these are like 7-watt light bulbs. I think they make them lesser watts nowadays, or you can get an LED one. So this is this one. I'm going to pull this thing apart right now. But this is it. This is the inside groove of it so far. Nothing has been replaced. I cut this because I had to get under here to look at pins. This is to this thing. And the orange one is someplace back here. Orange one is, no, the orange one's right here. The red one and the black hooks up. This is minus. Whenever I measure something, I hook up to, where is it? This one. I hook up to this one, where this outside foil goes. That's my minus. That carries around to all this stuff. I thought this was minus, or the low side, negative. It's not. It's this damn tap. This damn tap is minus. This here is phono input. That is frickin' phono input. Right here. It goes into this. It goes into this. Where the hell is it? It goes into this. Here's the yellow. That's speaker. It goes into this. This. It's this. Mustard. This is it. It goes right down to the shielded cable thing down there. Or is it shielded cable? Or I would assume it's shielded cable. So this is the phono input. When you turn this counterclockwise, that should be all the way down. When you turn this clockwise, it should go louder. The negative is this tap. It's insane. I don't have the schematic, so I don't know, but it's insane. Up is down, down is up. This is 1946 when. I guess that's what that means. I'll pull this thing apart. Back on. So that's one of those, just one of those normal resistors they mount on the side of a chassis. That's all it is. Just a normal normal thing. I'm used to seeing these things. I built an amplifier. I know people don't recommend using these things, but I built one. I had a real nice one in the amplifier I built, and I put it on my chassis and mounted it in there and used it. There's not, that's I'm just not even going to cover that. Let the heat out. But this resistor, let's just say if that's the way it goes, the way I think it goes, I don't know. I'll have to study it and see what wire goes where. They're all covered with insulation. Spaghetti, so I can't see what goes where, I guess. Maybe I can pull it off. Other people may want to know. But they get schematics. I don't have the internet, so I gotta do it the old school way. Draw it out by hand. I don't mind it. I don't mind drawing stuff out myself. I don't mind it one bit. This may get changed to a 50L6 yet. That would probably be better than changing one of these out. The B plus, it's not going to matter. Whatever the B plus is being fed, it's fine and dandy. This is a voltage doubler though, so the capacitors have to be worth more than 200 or 150. This thing's got to be worth more than 150 volts. 220 volts. I got to find a 15 at 220 something. And these here, it can't be 200 volts. They got to be probably 350 each. If I have to struggle it, and then I'll put I got some 220 volt capacitors, I think, but I don't know what it's going to do. I think I don't know if I'm going to find these values. I'll have a 47 in the bigger brown ones I have, but they're 450 volts. So, but they will stuff into here if I can pull this off. I'll get these other tubes that I'm working on where I'm at on these things. Okay, back on this one I won't even talk about because you just unlip it and pull it out. This ain't even for any of my projects. This is a past tense project. This one here I got out. I did a little tiny bit of damage. I had to do this. I had to push it out. I had to do that. There was just no way to get it out. But I pretty much got it with very little damage, which was greatly... This is going for that one TV that, what the hell's it called? I don't remember. But the problem with the TV, I have the electrolytic capacitors in it, but they're too close to the wire wound resistors and they're getting hot. So I have to relocate them. So they're going back in these things. Then I will just pretty that up. But I had to push it out the last little bit. That's where I'm at with this one. So here's what I do. I just... The first layer of tape is sticky side out, so it can slip off. Eventually, I will have to drill a hole here and push it vertically this way. So here's where I'm at with this one. I got to get stuff wrapped around here because my flat screwdriver punched it already. So this here lifted off. I think that's from the clamp being around it. But while I was working with it, it lifted off. So if you pull on this here, this will just slip off. But here's where I'm at with it. So I started causing damage to the outer side, so I gave up on it. And I think this is in a sleeve. There is a sleeve here that's slipped in here. So I think if I drill the hole and get this held good with my t-shirt and stuff, and I can hold my punch with my fingers, hold my drive pin with my fingers and hammer it, and I think I can maybe hammer it out. I think. I don't know if it helps to massage it. I'm uppity, I'm drinking this shit. I put about a half a tablespoon of this shit in there. Some jittier shit. So that's that talking, not me. So I got this off. I don't think I'll put that back on. Look at them ham radios. They got big wire, that big green resistor that sticks up here, and they got what's almost 700 volts in it. You know, you got this one, I think is like to I don't remember, but there's high voltage, high voltage, high voltage, and with that little green resistor in the Heath kit. What is it? It's the other partner to this thing, I think. The transmitter part. I got to get back to that too before the whole shit house goes up in the flames. I gotta ask if it's safe. Is it safe? Is it safe? That's that movie Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman. Is it safe? Is it safe? Watch that movie. Is it safe? Okay, the Marathon Man, Dustin Hoffman, and the guy that plays in Jaws, first Jaws, probably the second Jaws too. That guy, I don't remember his name. Richard something, I think. Okay, this is maybe it. So this is that one capacitor. This thing here is probably just another wire wound inside of there. They made the box too small to put things, you know, in respect. This thing here, I'll probably... I don't know. I'll measure them and figure it out. I'm going to pause this and see how the hell it hooks up. This is the brown wire, this center. This one is the brown wire. This one is the yellow wire. This one is the white. So this is, so the center one is this one. So I think it's obviously center tap to the resistor. That's the brown one, the yellow and white or whatever. Yeah, yellow was this one. So that's what it is. Anyways, just a wire wound resistor. It tested good. I didn't write down the measurements. I just wrote down what this thing measured, this one. I'll try to peek in there and see what's in there. I'm not going to bend it up. It's good. It measures 512 ohms. There's no sense in dicking the dog with it. So here's what I got figured out. So before I started doing the power supply, I had to figure out what was kind of going on with the audio output and stuff. So here's what I got there. This I knew I wasn't going to continue with a negative thing, so I went with the normal way, the ground, and then this capacitor, which is this one. This here goes to, how the hell does it go? This one goes to here, which is to the chassis, and this side here ends up in the this here, which is this here is the it's not a pin, it's that other deal that's on that center. No, this is that. No, this, I don't know what this is right now. I can't see it well enough. But anyways, this is a negative. Here's your grid number 3. This is pin, okay, this is pin number 4. This is pin number 3, your control grid. I thought one of the dials were just to ground, but I don't think it is, so I scribbled that, put a scribble there. This is that one of those capacitors. I think it's this capacitor and also this capacitor. I think this is associated somehow with ground. I'd have to recheck it out, but this one definitely is, because that one obviously is going to here, going to there, chassis ground, and the other side goes to here, which is the lower side of the 10 meg. This is pin number 3, and that's pin number 4. Pin number 3 and pin number 4, we ain't seeing it. What's pin number 4 then? Find out. Internal connection. Okay, you're not supposed to use that. What's internal connection? I wonder. Usually they just use it for stabilize a couple things together, or strengthening, to strengthen your. I removed this. This is on the power supply side, so I scribbled it out. So this is this one. This is it. Signing off. So this capacitor apparently is open. Is that what I thought? I'll check it one more time. All jittery. Watch how much that shit syrup I mix in. That's just syrup. That's just bad stuff for you. Positive, positive, positive. 15 microfarads at 150 volts. Get the glare out of here. 150 volts. Okay, we're set up for checking for leakage. So it goes quite a ways up. I'm way over. Was that thing worth 150 volts? I'm way past 150 volts. Where the hell 150 volts is? Well, I'm way past that. This thing is open. I'll go to capacitance. By rights, I should have exploded, but this is too low, milli microamps or something. This has to be tightened, I think. Okay, I'll go to. We're at this one. We'll go to this one, 0.00, and then we're gonna go to 0.1 to 50 microfarads. So she's open down there. I think that's a sign of it's just no good. So 50 microfarads would be where? 0.1, where is it? If I'm going from 0.1, where is it? Be this one. 0.1 to 50 microfarads. So where the hell is it? This one. So 50 microfarads would be way up here. Where is it? 50 microfarads would be right there on that scale. 0.1 to 50. And this shows that there, which is a sign of goodness, but it's only at a lesser than 0.1 microfarads. Nothing, closed up all the way. Sign of, I don't know what it means. I'd say it means it's open, but I'm not sure. Could have, it's not, maybe it's a lot of resistance. Maybe I put my digital meter up in that. Was it go up to 200 megohms and something? Maybe I'll get a reading. I'll try it. Okay, back on here. Check for voltage first. There's voltage there. I don't think you can truly clear this of voltage. It'll come back. Millivolts. Okay, up to ohms. I'm going to unplug that until I get here. I'm going to put her at 200 ohms to kind of get any charged voltage out of it. Is that hooked? That one's hooked. I go up to 2 more. I go to 20 and 200 megs. Here's 20 megs. 200 megs. Is that 200 or is that 2000? 2000, I think. Yeah, 3 zeros. I just can't count zeros. Oh, it charged. It charged up. Dang it, get out of the way. Okay, let me see. Left is right, right is left. What does that mean? That's 400 meg. What do you got? 20 meg. Showing voltage. I don't know what the negative means. Must be showing voltage. I should be into this stuff, but I made a deal so I could plug in there. Long time ago, I never used it. Maybe I should try it. I tried using this, but when I use transistors in it, I think it destroyed that right away. I don't know what that's meaning. Stored voltage, I'm not sure. At 2 meg. Let's hook it up properly. So it's not reacting, you know, it's charging. What does it mean? Why do I have this here? It wasn't even connected. Phantom voltage. Wasn't even connected. Oh my god. Phantom voltage. I'm seeing something that's not there. Ghostly stuff. So that proves that ghosts do exist. So it went to 12 something, 4 digits. How many digits is this? This is like a, what's a meg? Meg, that's 6 more digits? Wow. Or green is 5 digits. Blue is 6 digits. Blue is a 6. I don't know. I want to get back into this shit. I don't even know what it is. This is something that made LEDs flash. I don't even know what this shit is anymore. It's been a while. Been too long. So this is that thing I made a long time ago. I was going to do this to everything and call my stuff orange, but I never got that far. That's what I drank. This thing works really good. Looks like we have a possible bad tube there. This here is going to switch it from. I never finish a project. There's Vaseline on there. I got the inputs to put on it, but I never did it. Everything's used, obviously. Tube sockets are used. This is the one where I had that trouble. This has the 20 EZ7 tube in it. 20 easy 7. And I didn't know I could just use a 12AX7. I didn't know that. Otherwise I would have. Configuration is way different of everything, I believe. And I do use these things. I know people think that's a sin, but I like using them. It looks natural. I had to put this resistor. This resistor has crossed the filaments of the 20 Easy 7. I had to take these voltages down. It sounded like there was something wrong with it, like I had a hot and neutral reversed, and the only way I could take it down is putting this resistor in here. It is across the filaments on the 20 Easy 7. It's just way over here out of place, but it does it is to that filaments of that tube. So I had to take that filament voltage down to around 20 volts. It was over 20 volts because this is made for 110 or 117 volts. I don't know where the inline resistor is. It's probably maybe one of these. Maybe this one. I don't remember. And this one here goes from, this one has two capacitors going from negative to chassis. Here's chassis. This one also has another one. I just used the old-fashioned capacitor there because I wanted to. There's neutral. There's another one over here around the preamplifier too that goes to minus to chassis ground. This is out of the RCA book. This thing here. Maybe I can get the schematic up here. But I was going to make everything like this and call it orange. And I was gonna. That was my thing way back when. It's a 90 volt. Should be a 150K resistor someplace. I don't know where. It's been a while, but whatever. I'll get the schematic. Still on. So here's what I had to do. Here's the 20 Easy 7. This is it. 50L6 is that subs to a 50L6. But works good. Sometimes it's finicky with certain things, like coming from a DVD player or something. I don't know why. But this one here has a resistor to ground. We got one here. I mean a capacitor from minus to chassis ground, and we have another one around this preamp stuff right here. From minus. So we got C1, and we also have this one. This is chassis ground also. So you have to respect those capacitors. They do protect you. People think they're for murdering you. They're not for murdering you. This book is in such rough shape, boy. Oh. But this is this one. Where is it? Orange Beginner's Corner on the side. I got one of these phonographs coming tomorrow on Saturday. Today's Friday, the 24th, October 24th of 2025. Alive and kicking. Just drinking too much of this shit. This is syrup. My female friend, she gets it. This is from last year. It's still that full. I get too high off of it. So if you ever build one, there's another one in a newer book with a 12AX7. 20 Easy 7. And I mean, you could probably put a 12AX7 right there, but they got everything switched about, you know. What's it like? Cathode grid plate. I don't know. I don't know. I think these two are filaments, 1 and 2. I'm not sure. It just was looking that way to me, but I can't see in here through the viewfinder. So this is at 45 minutes of new old stock information. Stop. Here's stop.